completing chores to get an allowance from your parents, giving money to a cashier to buy a pair of shoes. Each of these are incidences of exchanging one thing for something else. There are exchanges that happen continuously in our bodies. One exchange is the gas exchange. This is the respiratory system, where carbon dioxide is released from the lungs into the air, and oxygen is taken into the lungs from the air. This exchange happens in the air sacs of the lungs, called the alveoli. The exchange of gas, or respiration, occurs between 17,280 to 28,800 times a day. Although it's a simple process, several factors such as exercise, smoking, and asthma can affect how this gas exchange happens. We keep hearing that exercise is good for the body. This is very true when it comes to gas exchange. You may or may not think you're exercising, but playing football, volleyball, or any other sport is exercise for the body. Your body will need more oxygen coming into the body in order to keep the body moving during exercise. You probably notice that you breathe faster and deeper as you exercise. This is your body's way of increasing the amount of oxygen coming in. When you breathe deeper, then the amount of oxygen filling your lungs, known as lung volume, will increase. Your respiration rate, which is the number of breaths taken within a minute, also increases because you're breathing faster. Your heart rate increases too when you exercise. We usually have between 60 to 100 beats a minute. Remember that the heart and lungs work together to get oxygen out to the body. Once oxygen is in the lungs, the heart pumps blood to the lungs for the blood to release its carbon dioxide and pick up oxygen at the site of the alveoli. The blood goes back into the heart, where it gets pumped out to the rest of the body. When the blood gets to the organs of the body, another gas exchange takes place. Oxygen is given to the organs, and carbon dioxide is put into the blood. Both the respiration and heart rate have to increase in order to supply the needed oxygen to the body. If the respiration rate increased, but the heart rate did not, then the usual amount of oxygen would get to the body. If the heart rate increased and the respiration did not, the deoxygenated blood, blood without oxygen, would go out to the body rather than oxygenated blood, blood with oxygen. Smoking also affects the respiration of the smoker and any person around the smoke. Cigarette smoke damages the alveoli when inhaled. Damaged alveoli are no longer able to participate in gas exchange. We normally have about 300 million alveoli completing gas exchange for us. The high number of alveoli gives us a much larger area for gas exchange to meet the needs of the body. This surface area is decreased when alveoli are damaged by smoking. Smoking can also lead to the development of lung cancer and heart disease. Lung cancer is a disease that results from an overgrowth of lung tissue that affects the ability to exchange gas. Cancerous alveoli and lung cells do not perform the function of normal alveoli, decreasing the amount of respiration occurring in the lungs. Smoking damages the heart muscle so that it does not function as well as it should. Less gas will be exchanged between the lungs and the blood, and between the blood and the organs of the body. Each decrease in gas exchange causes breathing problems. The respiration rate will increase in an effort to get enough oxygen in for the body, but the amount of oxygen will not go up as it should since the alveoli are damaged. This creates an endless cycle until the point when breathing becomes almost impossible, and a person has to have supplemental oxygen in order to stay alive. Asthma, the inflammation in the airways leading to the lungs, can affect breathing as well. The inflammation happens as part of an allergic reaction to pollen, smoke, or other irritants in the air. Asthma makes it difficult to bring air into the lungs because airways become very narrow when they're inflamed. Less air into the lungs means less gas exchanged. Anyone with asthma should have inhalers on hand. There are times when the airways become so irritated that they begin to have spasms that cause coughing. The spasms and inflammation together can make breathing completely impossible, leading to an asthma attack. The inhaler contains medicine that reduces inflammation, stops spasms, and causes airways to open up even more than usual, allowing for normal respiration. Let's review. The gas exchange, or respiratory system, trades carbon dioxide and oxygen between the air and lungs and blood. Gas exchange in the lungs happens in air sacs called alveoli. Exercise, smoking, and asthma affect gas exchange. Exercise increases lung volume, respiration rate, breaths per minute, and heart rate. Smoking damages the alveoli, decreases surface area available for gas exchange, and leads to heart disease and lung cancer, a disease that results from an overgrowth of lung tissue. Asthma is a condition of inflammation in the airways leading to the lungs. Asthma makes breathing difficult unless an inhaler is used to open the airways, decrease inflammation, and stop spasms.